I'm Dylan Black. Let's find out more about National Tree Day that is coming and the good things that Tree Canada does. Joining us right now, we say hello to the CEO of Tree Canada, Danielle St-Aubin.
Hi.
Nice to have you here. And the president as well, Michael Rosen, joining us.
Hi,
good
Dylan.
to have you here. You're even wearing green.
Green. It's a great color.
Nice job.
Yeah,
recent appointment, Danielle.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
so you haven't been the CEO for very long.
Well, 3 weeks in the job now.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Michael, can you tell us a quick history lesson on Tree Canada?
Sure. The quickest lesson is we were founded in 1992. We were actually a creation of the Government of Canada under something called the Green Plan with the Mulroney government. And since then, we evolved into something now which is totally privately funded, not government funded at all. So it's been a huge change since about 2007. And we've planted a lot of trees and we've greened a lot of schoolyards. We've done a lot of good things for trees in Canada.
Can I mention the numbers? You're being very modest, but 660 schoolyards, 82 million trees over the years. Wow.
Yeah.
Danielle, tell us how you improve the life of Canadians through Tree Canada.
I don't think it's a mystery how trees are beneficial to Canadians and to communities. We all know the cooling effects of a tree when you're standing on the asphalt versus sitting under a tree. We know that trees actually capture CO2, which is a major greenhouse gas, helps regulate climate, helps regulate stormwater as well, and just makes houses look fantastic and increases the value of properties. So there's a lot of benefits to trees.
Okay, so Michael, tell us about some of the programs then.
So we've arranged to have a lot of programs that respond to natural disasters, but also just to put more trees on the landscape. So our one of our most popular programs, unfortunately, is actually something called Operation Relief, which is like responding to natural disasters. So whether it's mountain pine beetle in Alberta or emerald ash borer in Ontario, Quebec, or even the tornadoes that we had last September in Ottawa and Gatineau, we respond to that by putting more trees on the landscape. We specialize actually in putting trees in private residence yards. So that's what we replace, the trees that are lost. People don't realize it, but most of our urban forest is actually owned privately. It's not actually the municipality that owns it. About 60 to 70% of the urban forest is owned by residents, and so those are the people that we target to put trees back in the landscape. We have other programs to green schoolyards as well, very popular. You mentioned 660 schoolyards that we've greened across Canada. It's called Greening Canada School Grounds. We have another one where we plant smaller seedlings called the National Greening Program. If we have a company comes to us, wants to put tons of trees on the landscape, we can arrange to do that as well. We have a program called Grow Clean Air. If you want to offset your carbon emissions, you go on our website, you calculate how much carbon you did to take that plane trip to Vancouver, and then you can offset it with the planting of trees with Tree Canada.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very unique.
Yeah.
Danielle, National Tree Day is something you're here to speak about as well. So it's September 25th. Well, what exactly takes place in this special day?
Well, I think it depends on the city in which we are. We're celebrating in various cities across Canada, and this is something that it's a Tree Canada initiative, if I'm not mistaken, eh, Mike?
Yep. Oh, absolutely.
And so there'll be tree plantings across the country. There'll be other activities as well. I think it's all in the works, and if you go onto our website, you'll be able to get more information as time goes by.
Okay, I imagine you're probably looking for a lot of volunteers, people to get on board to help plant trees.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
That's the whole point. Yeah. We have tree plants all across like Danielle said, we have ones in, I'll try to name all the cities, St. John's, Montreal, Ottawa, then we have Winnipeg, North Vancouver, and Markham. Yeah, so we're planting in all those communities with volunteers right across the country. National Tree Day was started by a local member of Parliament. His name was Royal Galipo, and he was the member for Ottawa Orleans. He passed away, unfortunately, last year, but it was his initiative, working with Tree Canada, to start National Tree Day in 2011. He was amazed that Canada didn't have a day to celebrate its trees, so he put forward a private member's motion in Parliament that was voted, of course, yes, and we had that since 2011.
That's great.
Yeah.
Danielle, 82 million trees. Where do the trees come from?
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
did you know where these little trees come from that you plant?
They come,
Yeah, go ahead.
they come from all kinds of nurseries, don't they?
That's right. Yeah. No. So many people think that we have the big, wonderful Tree Canada nursery somewhere in Canada, and we're shipping these all over the place. But really, we depend on local nurseries, and the species. Canada's a huge country. We have a lot of species, and we have things called seed zones where trees actually, you actually cannot. You're not supposed to plant a tree, even if it's the same species. There'll be a huge variety from one province to the other, or even from north to south. So what we do is we have people working with us across the country. They're called community advisors, and they source the trees from our local nurseries right across the country.
Nice. But 20 seconds left here. I know you have something for me.
I
so
do.
let's-
Congratulations, Dylan. You're now a Tree Canada
Champion.
Thank you.
Okay. Cute little pin right here. Thank you very much, Danielle and Michael. National Tree Day is coming September 25th. TreeCanada.ca. We appreciate your time.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Doing great things for our country. More daytime coming up on Rogers TV.